Hey guys, how's it going? The Haggard Nerd here. I'm doing a little bit something different this evening. I need to do some editing anyway, so I figured I would just continue with the stream I was doing earlier, and I would bring you guys in and let you in on how I edit some photos. I've been really into editing photos lately, especially since I figured out kind of how to use Lightroom a little bit. So that's what this is going to be. It's going to be a very informal, very just chill kind of situation. I'll show you how I go about editing my photos and stuff. And like I said, I'm not a pro or anything, but I can get some pretty decent results. As you can see here, I took this photo. This is Sam. This is my wife, if you're not familiar. And the whole thing about what's going on here and the reason why I'm editing these photos is because she actually made this outfit. She's been working with, I don't know what the story is, but she's working with some company that does like custom print work for cloth, I guess. And this outfit that she made is very Floridian because it's like Golden Girls based. And she actually made a little hoodie also for our puppy Gadget. So if you know Golden Girls, you know that face. And then, yeah. Anyway, so that's my puppy Gadget, and I edited this one as well. So what I'll do is I'll show you what I got so far, what I've edited so far, and then I'll just start editing where I picked up. So where I left off rather. So everything up to about right here with the one we started off, I've edited, and everything prior to that I've edited, and then everything to the right I have not edited. So some of these are repeats because I need to go through and figure out which ones ooh, they're still loading in. Okay, so I got a lot more to do than I thought I did. That's fine though. But right now it's 10:33 p.m. for me. I plan on going till about midnight, so this is maybe like an hour and a half kind of deal, depending on how much hard drive space I can keep freed up while I do this. But yeah, okay, I think we're good. I think we're getting towards the end there because I switched over to another camera. I know you can't see it behind me now, but you notice like it's kind of dark there and it gets kind of lighter, yellowy. I changed over cameras there and I didn't use that other camera too much. But yeah, let's go ahead and get back over here. It's 4 a.m. for you. John, like I said, you don't have to hang out, man, but I do appreciate it. So I'm gonna go ahead and go back through here and show you what I've done so far. So this is I had everything kind of overexposed here. That's why everything's kind of super bright. I did bring it down about as best I could. I might be able to drop this just a little. No, it gets washed out if I do that. So there's something I need to change here. I didn't realize that we have a little bit of marking here on the side. So let's go ahead and just clone that out. That should be good. Everything else should be all right. Just getting in. I can't really fix these extra cords and stuff, so there's not really a whole lot I can do there. But we got our eyes lit up nice, we got our hair nice and bright, which is awesome. And just to give you an idea kind of the difference, well, can we get rid of this stuff? Okay, for some reason I got peaking on, which I can't remember exactly how. Tool overlay. There's a way to keep it from clipping like that. Anyway, so this is what we started with, and that's what we ended up with. The red is not a part of the actual image. It's just where it was peaking and everything. So I mean, I feel like maybe this could be a little bit brighter. Maybe the whites. Nope. Exposure up just. Contrast it a bit more. There we go. I think that works. Okay. Sometimes going back and looking at old photos that you've already edited, it's like, oh, yeah, I missed something there. So here, Jake, you're in the same time zone as me? Okay, cool. Sorry you're falling asleep. All right, Archer, thanks for hanging out, bud. Like, I know this is not a usual kind of thing, so I appreciate you sticking around for a little bit. See you on the next afternoon stream. Oh, yeah, hopefully. All right, so is the music too loud, or is it sounding good to you guys? I don't know if you guys can hear me all right or not. So anyway, this is kind of a random shot I got of her. She was just kind of hanging out on the steps. But I like, it's just different a little bit. This is what it started off with. This is what it ended up being. I didn't have to do too much, just enough to like get rid of it. And I got rid of the cigarette down here as well. So that's kind of cool. Let's see here. What do we have? next, we did a nice little her posing, and I had like a martini glass or whatever here. I think that looks nice. We got a nice warmer image of Gadget. You can see the cloth a little bit more with the Golden Girls and stuff going on. And then got a lot of Gadget. But she's cute. Where were these taken? They were taken downtown Asheville. What is the location? 𝙗𝙗, I think is what it's called. It's like a little French eatery. Music is fine. Okay, cool. But yeah, it was downtown Asheville. And I love my little puppy. This is what we started with. This is what we have. I got rid of like the goo in her eyes and the drool. She totally drooled right here. Absolutely. I got rid of that. Made it look kind of nice. This is a puppy. That's what we started with. What we ended up with. We got some Sam. What we started with. What we ended up with. Pretty significant change. Same thing here. Brought it up. Made it look nice. Oh, I need to fix something there. And I need to bring the audio down. Music is a little loud on my side. There we go. Okay. So, yeah, I didn't realize that she had markings on her shirt, so we're going to go ahead and get in here and fix that real quick. I didn't realize I'd missed those the first time through. So we're going to do a spot removal. Why is that not working? Why did it go black and white? Oh my god. Okay. Apparently I had changed. Okay, something's up. Something was being weird. Apparently I was in some sort of alternate mode or something. Okay. Yeah, okay, now it's gone. There we go. Never mind. Need to go in here, change this real quick. Just kind of blur that out. I should be able to pull in a spot. And then we got this right here we need to get rid of. That looks nice. The added color does make it warmer. Yeah. Okay. Got a few spots here on the shirt that I missed. I was kind of cranking through these. I apparently needed to take a little more time. Just trying to get rid of some of these eye-catching spots just to kind of make everything look nice and awesome. Let's drag over here. She's got some fuzz on her shirt too we're going to get rid of. Nice and awesome, nice and easy. Everything's good over there. All right, I think we're done there. All right, so that is pretty well done. Going back and making touch-ups to the things I reviewed before. Okay, so we had this, ended up with this on this one. Oop, this one's nice. She just looks nice and vibrant in this one. So what we started with, what we ended up with. Same thing here, dark, light. Dark and light. Dark and light. And I'm trying to give it kind of a dreamy look. There's that, and there's that. Okay, so that's kind of basically where we left off. Or, no, we left off here. We got a couple more. Okay, so there's Puppy. It was dark, but I brought it up. Another couple more. So we got this. There we go. We got this. Kind of the same thing, but slightly different. Always good to have options. And this one I really like. Dark to light. And then here's about where we left off. Okay, so I left in here is a bit of the light that I used to kind of light her side, so I need to get rid of that. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go in and crop. I like to do auto just to kind of see what it suggests as far as making things look nice and even. Let's just crop it enough to get rid of that line. And that looks pretty good actually. So I'm gonna go ahead and hit auto just to see what it gives me. And it's not looking too bad. I want to lighten up her eyes a bit, so we're going to get in here, use an adjustment brush, boost it by like 0.5 on the exposure. And be very, very careful not to go too crazy here. And it doesn't have to be anything crazy, just enough to lighten it up. And you can't tell, but I mean, it really does help there. I'm also going to take an adjustment brush and do like a 0.2 adjustment overall. Just kind of lighten her up a little bit. Get the hair a little bit, I think. And are there any spots I need to worry about? Let's go and check and see what's going on with the shirt. I've got a few spots here. Cooked dinner and didn't burn it to a crisp. Nice! That's always a plus. Got a little bit of a line here. I think we're gonna get rid of that. A couple more fuzzy things up here. Nice. A little bit of fuzz here. That didn't actually work. I need to move that. Okay, there. I was selecting it weird. So basically, it had selected this line here, and then it gave it a little bit of a weird smudge on the shirt there. But I think that should be good. Let's just do a quick pass. I think it looks nice there. Yeah, I think that's good. Anything on the ground I need to pay attention to? I mean, it's kind of gross anyway, but it's not really a whole lot I can do about the background. All right, so the next thing I like to do is I like to kind of bring focus to the center, the subject of the photo. So what we're going to do is select the proper tool. I'm going to do a -0.5 exposure adjustment on the background. I'm going to do a gradient. Just put a little bit of darkness. So like if I move this, you see the background on the right gets a little lighter. So we're going to put that so it'll darken this entire area right here, and then it gets lighter to the middle. And we'll do the same thing over here, but slightly at an angle. That way the background's kind of darkened. It's still a little bit light here. So let's go back in and make an adjustment. Let's pull this down just a little bit. Don't want to darken her up too much. And that should be good. There we go. And I would consider, well, actually, no, we have a few more things to do. I copied, so like these ones with a little plus minus, I'd pasted over some developed settings. So I've already kind of pre-tweaked these a little bit. And let's see what we can do. I mean, it doesn't look bad at all. It just seems a little bright to me. So I'm going to take down the exposure by maybe, it's 0.68 now. I'm going to go to 5. There we go. And then we already lightened up her. Yeah, you know, I think that's good. I think that's good. Mess with the shadows and the highlights a little bit. Bring down the highlights. Actually, she's still bright without being overly bright, so that makes more sense to me. Mess with the contrast a little bit. Make it punch a little bit more. Maybe bring the exposure back up to 0.68. Yeah, I like that. I like that. That's where we're going to leave that one. We're going to move on. So same thing here. We got this down here. We actually see the light, and then the camera's all tilted weird and stuff. Let's go ahead and cannot straighten it automatically. Okay, let's crop this in, get rid of some stuff. Bring it down to maybe put her right in the center almost. There we go. And then let's rotate just a hair. There we go, much better. And then basically, you know what? Let's go ahead and just copy the developed settings from this previous one. Everything except for the brushes and the graduated filters and stuff like that. And then we're going to go ahead and reset this one to the original settings. That's what, oh, well, I messed up my crop, but it's fine. We'll go ahead and paste our developed settings and recrop. There we go, now it looks nice. Recrop again. Pull that down. And then we had turned it just a little bit. Cool. And then let's go back in, lighten up the eyes. Adjustment. 0.5 increase. Bring that down. Just ever so slightly lighten up the eyes. The thing is, you got to watch out. You don't want to over brighten it. So if I do like a +2 exposure, it looks creepy. It's like a freaking zombie. You don't want to do that. If you darken them in, of course, that doesn't really do you any good. So I just do a nice 0.5 increase. It just helps to bring the face out a little bit, the life in the eyes out a little bit, which is great. That should be good. Now let's see if we have any spots on the shirt. We do have a few spots on the shirt, so let's go ahead and take care of those. And then this is a matter of just clicking and doing this thing. There's that. And then I think that's pretty good across the board there. I mean, of course, there's a string here that I'd prefer to take care of, but I'm not that skilled, so I'm not going to worry about it too much. And a little spot here we're going to worry about. Everything else looks okay. I think so. Yeah, okay, cool. Let's do another adjustment brush. Let's do 0.2 just on the face. Line it up just a little bit. Nope, not on the arm there. Okay. And then go back and do our handy dandy gradients in the back. Here, you can see a difference as well as you edit the picture live. Yeah, absolutely, man. Figured it'd be interesting to share this with you guys. Okay. I don't want to bring it too far over. There we go. So let's compare that to the previous one, make sure it doesn't shift too much. And it looks fairly similar. All right, so we're going to go ahead and go to this next one. Let's go ahead and remove those settings that I applied before. Grab this. Copy settings. Paste. And then as we go, I'll need to create my own custom color profiles. I know you guys haven't seen me actually tweak that too much just yet, but we'll get there. All right, Andy, thanks for hanging out, bud. All right, so this is a bit darker than I'd prefer. Let's go ahead and do an auto on this. It did lighten it up quite nicely. Let's go ahead and look for spots. We got a lot of spots we got to deal with here. We got more detail in the shirt, so we got to deal with the spots. Connor, what's up, buddy? Alrighty. So far so good, everything looks nice. Alright, not bad. Okay, so her eyes aren't visible too much here. So I'm still gonna lighten up her face just a hair. There we go. And do the usual. Nice gradient there. And I'm gonna be very light about how I apply it back here. I'm gonna stretch it out really far, but I'm gonna move it out just a little bit. So that way it's only mostly dark up here and it fades into the center nicely. There we go. And let's compare that to the previous one. She looks a little bit darker here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go into the shadows and I'm going to boost those just a hair. That's actually all the way up, but that's fine. So now it's got some brightness to it. It's not as punchy, but it's just a nice, almost like introspective type shot. And already got those. Let's darken the background just a little bit more. There we go. Okay, cool. And this one, she was looking at Gadget. So like she was talking to Gadget, and Gadget was sitting over there looking cute. And I know it's super dark, but we're gonna deal with that in just a minute. So let's go ahead and copy these settings. Actually, let's do this one from scratch. Let's go ahead and reset this one all the way. That's something. Oh, never mind. Like, I was looking on the screen, I was like, what is this little white dot on the little screen over there? And I realized it's the mouse. Oh, I'm a dummy. Okay, anyway. So, this is a very underexposed image. I was kind of going for that because I was trying to get the detail in the blacks and stuff. Just to have a nice, punchy, contrasty image. So, let's go ahead and get in here and take care of the spots. Can we, like... Alright, I guess not. It's being weird. Okay, let's turn around here. We got a little bit of a string here we gotta take care of. And there's a lot of strings and stuff because Sam made this. She just cranked it out, man. It was awesome. A little bit of a spot here. A string there. A little bit of fuzz there. Spot there. I think a couple more spots here. This could just be, this might not be perfectly pitch black material. It could be just spots that are lighter because of the way the dye settled onto the fabric. All right, I think that's good. Cool, so far so good. The thing I'm seeing though is her face is very pink. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go down in our HSL, which stands for hue, saturation, and luminance. I'm also going to, where is it? I'm gonna add maybe like 10 sharpening, 10 noise reduction, and 10 color. I guess that's noise reduction, or yeah. And then something else. Let's see what clarity does for us. Let's kind of soften this a little bit. Let's give her a -20 soft. It's a nice smooth image. Not gonna worry about dehaze. Vibrance we could probably pull down. Excuse me. Saturation we could probably pull down. Vibrance we can probably boost a bit. There we go. Will Sam be doing another video? We just recorded it last night. So yeah, that video should go up before April 5th. And that if I get through these photos before midnight, that's the video I'll be working on. Okay, let's go ahead and give us just a nice little S curve here. With that, I'm trying to, I always click and drag, I don't mean to. So let's boost our highlights just a little bit, bring our lows down just a little bit, give it a little bit more contrast. And what I like to do is give it a little bit of film look. I like to bring my my blacks up just a little bit, just give it a nice soft look. And she still looks kind of dark in the face, so we'll probably lighten that up here in a minute. But I want to deal with the kind of the redness and the pinkness. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna work first with our saturation. Well, let's work with our hues first, because I hate green in photos, honestly. So we're gonna work with that a little bit. That doesn't get us what we need. So green, that was aqua. So we're actually gonna let's try saturation. I always the way I approach a lot of colors is I guess and check, like I trial and error it until it looks the way I like it to. So if we pull out the saturation of the greens, you see it's still very much green. You can tell it's green, but it's not like bam, that's green, you know. And just it takes the attention away from the background so much. Instead of having like, oh, that's a lot of green over there, it can be just like, yeah, it's green, but it's not like something I'd super notice or anything. So let's leave most of the rest of this alone. We'll probably bring actually down. I don't want to make her look dead, but we're going to pull some of the color out of right here. Not too much. There we go. And then for the luminance, I don't think we're going to work with the luminance. If we bring up her skin tones a little bit, it'll just make her face brighter, which might actually help in this instance. Just a little bit. There we go. Maybe on her cheek, pull that up just a little bit. Now she's starting to clip in her on her cheeks, so we're gonna pull that back down just a hair. And that looks okay to me. Like I said, I'm not a pro, and I know this is not like some pros might watch this, but like, oh my god, what's he doing? But it looks good to my eye here. I'm also going to pull the contrast down just a hair to smooth that out a bit. I'm going to pull down the highlights too, because that'll help with the brightness on the cheeks. And then we're going to boost the shadows a little bit. It's nice. Okay, cool. And then I think it's not bad. Not bad at all. Sometimes what I like to do is there's this calibration thing that you can actually set up specific calibrations for your cameras and stuff. But you can really go in and you can get kind of funky with it. Like you can change colors of all kinds of stuff. And then you can mess with the like the saturation. And sometimes if you tweak it just right, you can get a little bit extra something out of, like there, +3 on the saturation of the reds, and it made it just look much more lifelike. The green primaries. So like I can give her like blue here. We're not gonna do that. Oh, sorry, shorts, Haggard. You're very good. I appreciate that, John. I'm glad you think so. Gentle shade of green, indeed. We'll see. Yeah, okay. And that gives it just a little bit. It's crazy where we got green primaries here, and we can boost that a little bit and just give it a little bit more pop, which is interesting. And it's why you go around and you mess with stuff. And we're not going to worry about that because that's changing colors a little bit more funky than I'd prefer. I'm actually going to drop the blues down just a hair. No, that's really just taking it out of the shirt there, so let's not do that. Okay, so what I'm seeing now is her lips are just kind of really extremely red, so I don't want to mess with that. Let's undo the change I made there. Let's go back up to our HSL. Saturation. Let's pull the saturation on our lips down just a hair. There we go. Now it's not like BAM! It's just like, it's more realistic color on our lips there. And that looks good. That looks good to me. So let's go ahead and do our usual. Did we even crop that? I don't think we did. Let's see what it suggests if it does anything. No, I think we're good. Kind of pull it in just a hair there. And then let's, I think I'm just going to do one gradient. Oh, hey now. Easy there. There we go. And that was from scratch. So we started with this, ended up with that. I think that's a pretty good shift. Okay, so I got 4 pictures of Gadget here, so I just gotta go in and figure out which one I want to use. And that one, to my eye, looks the best. I know it's super dark for you guys. But I just think the framing and her posture and everything looks better there. I mean, if we straighten this one out, that might not be bad. Let's brighten them up. Let's just do a quick auto adjustment on these. Okay. That one actually might be better now that I'm looking at it. That one's cute, but yeah, let's go with the third one. So I'm gonna unpick these first, second, and the fourth one. We're gonna go ahead and stick with this one. So this is the one we're gonna work with. So that's the puppy. She's so cute. We gotta get rid of the goo on her eye though, apparently. I mean, it's not a perfect picture in terms of clarity or sharpness, I guess, but it's not a bad image. I'm not getting paid thousands of dollars for these images, so this is kind of a run and gun, kind of test shoot kind of deal. Got a little tiny spot on her head, just a little bit of dirt, so let's go ahead and get rid of that. Nice. Easy peasy. Then let's go ahead and do some cropping, just to kind of get it turned properly. That's a little bit too much. Line. She was sitting at kind of an angle, so this is going to be slightly angled. What I want to do is put her eyes on the line. And if I was smart about this, well, I can't really put her on the third there, but what I could do is maybe put her eyeball on that 1/3 there. But then we're dealing with a lot of vertical space. Let's see what this does. That actually looks not bad. I like that. It's a little bit off-centered. She's looking down and to the left, so there's a lot of space for her to look into. Because, I mean, if we had it situated where she was looking off this side. It looks weird because you feel kind of claustrophobic when it's like that. So if your subject's looking off to one side, it's always good to have that extra fill in the image. The way I'm looking at this though right now, it just feels like there's way too much headspace there. I want to kind of keep her balanced, and I think that's going to be what I'm going to do. All right, so it looks a little bluish to me, so I'm going to just see what it says for auto. Oh no, we're not going to do that. Okay, we'll work with the colors and we'll get that back to white. So let's go ahead and just add our usual little S curve. Bring down the blacks just a hair. Not too much. Boost the whites just a little bit. Just kind of give it a nice little pop, a little sparkle. Let's give it that kind of filmic look, film-ish look. Bringing up the blacks. So what are we gonna do? So clarity. We can do softer. Let's give her some clarity. Let's go with 20. Now, is 𝙑𝙲 gonna do us any favors? Yeah, actually, if we give us maybe 15 on the 𝙑𝙲, clears up kind of her body a bit, so that's nice. Vibrance, and then we got some saturation. Let's pull down the vibrance. Give her some saturation, just kind of brighten up the image. Just give it more life. That's nice. Let's go ahead and get in and let's lighten her face up a little bit. So let's go a point 2.5 boost on her eyes. There we go. If we zoom back out, you can see now it makes your eyes pop just a little bit more. And since her face is a little bit dark, I am going to do a 0.2 boost, just kind of bring her face out. Doesn't need to be anything super special. There we go. Now we can see her face a lot better, which is nice because you've got a pretty face. And then we're gonna kill those greens again. So let's take the greens out. But in this instance, like, it's not bad. Like, to me, looking at this now, it's like the colors are warm, but they're not warm. They're almost just shifted a bit. So I think I'm gonna hop down to our calibration here and see if it can just do a overall shift to make everything look nicer. That doesn't seem to be doing us any favors, so let's reset that. What about our red primary? That maybe looks good. Still kind of feels a little greenish to me, so let's see what we can do that. Yeah, look at that. I went from yellow over to green, and it made everything just look so much clearer, so much prettier. And what about our saturation? There we go. I like that. The blue primary doing us any favors? We are getting some super bright around the neck, where it's super blue here. And these skin tones I'm not worried about because they're printed. So let's see if we can pull the blues down just a little bit without washing it out. Yeah, there we go. There we go. Now it's prominent, but it's not like just overpowered. So let's go ahead and go back up to our HSLs, see what we can mess around with. Just kind of bring those greens back out. Nope. I do want to leave some of the green in this instance. What we can do is maybe mess with the hue a bit. Instead of having it be just like green, have it be almost like more blue. There we go. Let's pull the saturation down just a hair. There we go. I like that. Now it's darker. Now we don't gotta worry about it. The luminance of the blues are kind of popping at me, so I'm going to pull those down just a hair. That's not doing anything because I didn't actually grab the slider. There we go. I like that. And I think I'm going to call that one done. With the exception of a gradient fill. Go minus 0.5 on this. Darken it from the side there. A little bit dark in the back there. Easy peasy. Very nice. Then just kind of compare to make sure everything kind of has the same feel. I like it. I like it. Now I'm looking at it. Now that I've switched back and forth, the image looks a bit dark to me. So I think I'm going to boost the shadows just a hair. I guess all the way up, dang. Blacks, what about blacks? There we go. No, not that much, not that much. There we go. I like it. All right, now we have 4 pictures of Sam here. See which one we're going to keep. Okay, these are very similar. I like both this one and that one. These are nice. Actually, I think I like the one with the tilt a little bit more. And I think I like this one more than this one. So let's get rid of 2 and 4. So now we have 2 pictures to work with. We have this one and that one. And I think that'd be good to use. I'm going to go back to this one since we already have it. I'm going to copy the settings to see what we can get out of it. Maybe save us a little bit of time. Ooh, it's overblown, but that's probably because of the auto settings. So let's see what we're working with here. I like the color. The color's nice and poppy. I think all I need to do is take care of some fuzz and brighten up the eyes. And I think we can probably call this one done. We can probably copy those settings over to the second image too. Save some time. So let's go ahead and brighten up our eyes because we like doing that. Got a fuzz on her nose. Oh man, I'm gonna leave that alone though. Actually, no. It's visible enough that it needs to get taken care of. So let's just do a very, very smooth. There we go. Bye-bye, fuzz. Alrighty. And then let's go take care of the shirt because the shirt's usually got stuff on it. And then let's just do a quick pull of the fuzz. Yeah, let's follow it over and see what else we got. A bit of fuzz here. A bit of fuzz up here. A little bit of a dot there. And that should be good. Okay, cool. So, let's pull the saturation down just a hair. Maybe bump the vibrance up just a little bit. There we go. I like that. All right, let's get some gradient filters in here. Not filters, I guess. Whatever they're called. I don't know what they're called. What are they called? Gradient brush? Gradient filter. A graduated filter. There it is. That's the word. Let's turn this a bit more. Oh, goodness. That's not what I was trying to do. Turn that a bit more. Yeah, that's fine. I like that. I feel like maybe we could boost the blacks up just a little bit more. There we go. And then maybe brighten up the shadows just a hair. Maybe pull down the highlights just a hair more. I like that. No. That looks kind of gross. What a contrast. Is that giving me what I'm looking for? There we go. It wasn't sitting right with me. It just didn't look right. And it's one of those things where if something catches my eye that just doesn't look right and I don't know how to explain it, like I try to go with what I think might give me the result. And then when I slide it around, I realize it's not going to give it to me. Then I move on until something else. But right now this looks nice. Her eyes are visible. it's contrasty, but not like overly contrasty, and it's still kind of soft. So I think I like that. The tiny details that take the time, absolutely. All right, so let's go ahead and continue on. And what I'm going to do is, actually, do we do any sort of cropping? See what that looks like. I kind of like the leaned version a little bit better. I'm just going to leave it uncropped. Let's go ahead and copy our settings here over to this. It should be very similar. It's a little bit darker than the last one. We got auto here. Bring down the highlights. Bring down the highlights even more. I think maybe the highlights are just... There we go. She looks a little washed out there. I want to keep it kind of contrasty with that S curve. So it looks like maybe... What if we just bring down our exposure just a hair? Nope. So there's definitely something in there that I'm going to have to adjust. So let's go in. Our luminance of our reds and oranges, and I'm just going to select our skin tone here and just kind of bring it down just a little bit. Not that much, not that much. Now it's even, a little bit more even. Don't want to go too far. Then you start pulling out like the oranges in the cheeks and stuff, and it starts looking weird. Okay, so let's go with saturation. Oranges, pull that back just a little bit. There we go. That's nice. But she is fairly pale, so it is what it is. Okay, so our greens look nice. It's not overly crazy in the background. Don't really need to worry about spots in this image too much. So I'm just going to go ahead and do a quick lighten on the eyeballs. Up in here. Brighten them up just a little bit without looking creepy. It's like, this is the subtle changes you make that really help a photo stand out. There you go. Now you can see her eyes so much clearer, but she doesn't look like she's about to eat your brains. Here, what's up, buddy? Yeah, so I finished the gaming stream earlier, and I needed to sit here and do editing tonight anyway, so I figured I might as well just stream it. So that's what this is. It's a very chill, laid back kind of thing. If this is not your sort of thing, man, I understand you don't need to stick around if you don't find interest in this, but it's I'm going through and editing some photos I took of my wife for something she's working on. So her lips are a little bit bright for me, so let's go ahead and bring the luminance down on her lips just a hair. That's not it. That's not it. Let's get rid of that. That's not the hue. Was it the saturation? I think it was the saturation. The red. There we go. There it is. Pull this down just even more a little bit. Thought of just like exploding the camera. There's something else that I changed. I think maybe it was down here. Yeah, there we go. There we go. I want it to be bright because her lips were bright that day, but I don't want it to be like glowing on screen bright. There we go. I think that works. All right, let's go ahead and add in our graduated filters. And I call that one done. Let's compare. It's nice. Looks nice. All right, let's see. We got a few here. Okay, this one probably not gonna do. Not gonna do that one. I think I like the second one better. So let's go with this one. And there was a shot earlier that I had taken that might work for this, so let's go ahead and copy this. See if we can get anything out of that. Did that not work? There we go. Okay, it just took its time. So we're already looking really, really nice here. Anything on the shirt? We got some spots we need to take care of, so let's go ahead and take care of that. There's some spots and fuzz. That's gonna mess up that E, so let's not do that one. Whoa, hey. Oh man. Control Z. There we go. Okay, I accidentally unflagged it somehow. I think. Let's get rid of this line here. That should be good. All right, let's see what we can do for cropping. Let's do an auto, see what it gives me. No, that's way too much. Way too much. Cancel that. Let's line it up with the thing on the back there. I think that's what I was trying to do in the first place. So this is not a perfectly, you know what, let's actually not. I like the composition of this, like. Yeah, I mean the full image with the sign on the back and everything, I like it. All right, I don't think we're gonna have to do much with this. The shadows on her face are a little bit harsh. Let's bring up shadows just a little bit. All right, I think that's good. Bring in a graduated filter. Gonna get rid of that green in the back. And I'm actually not gonna do one on this side because I added light from this side. Oh, that looks really unbalanced though. So maybe we actually don't even worry about it because the light from this side is overpowering the shadow in this side already. And this side's already pretty dark, so I don't need that. I think this is good as is. Yeah, I like it. One thing I do want to try though is some clarity. Let's see what happens with clarity. No, that makes it too sharp. I don't want to airbrush it, so minus 20 was good. What about our dehaze? Ooh, that lightened it up nice. I like that. Let's go like a minus 10 on that. Yeah, I like that. Cool, I call that one done. Fix the crazy E. What? Is there an E that I missed? Oh, the crazy, oh, thank you for that. Apparently I didn't go in and delete that thing. Thank you. Thank you. That would have been a bad thing I would have seen later. And wondered how the hell I messed that up. Thank you for catching that. There's a little bit of smudge on her arm here I'm going to take care of. There we go. Thank you, sir. Nice. Oh, that looks so much better. Thank you, buddy. All right, so let's move on. Actually, let's do a comparison. So this one, from that to that. I like it. All right, so we have a set of 4 here. I really like this kind of back over the shoulder look. So we're gonna do 2, one with the glasses and one without the glasses. And she looks happier in the first one. We have a little more like space to work with the second one, but I like the first one better. Let's get rid of that one. And then determine which of the first. I like this one, the first one better, because if you look like at her eyes, like they're closer to the top of the rims. Whereas with this one, she's just kind of looking at you from the side. I like the look in the first one a little bit better, so. Yeah, I like that first one better. Okay. Get rid of that one. Now we got 2 to work with. And we're gonna go ahead and do this one from scratch since it's a different image, different everything. Let's go ahead and do auto. See what we get out of it. It's already nice, but with my, I had my light set very warm so you can see how it's orange on her face. So we're gonna have to work with that pretty significantly. I do want the warm cast on her face, but I don't want it to be that noticeable. So we're gonna have to work probably with like the saturation. No, that pulls life out of the entire image, so let's not do that. What about vibrance? How did that do? No, that kills that too. So we're just gonna have to go in and manually pull down some of the orange. Let's go ahead and give our nice little S-curve here. Boost our lights a little bit, bring our mids back to normal. Just do a hair down with our blacks and then bring that up just a bit. So that already just looks so much better. I love it. So with our saturation here, if I just pull the saturation down, that's gonna kill our skin tone as well. So maybe what we can do is with our hue. So with, instead of it being orange, maybe make it more yellow, and that still looks kind of gross. Yeah, I'm not just turning the colors at this point. So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to take our saturation slider and put it right on our face and pull that down. And see that already has done wonders. But now her skin's a little bit washed out, so I'm thinking we might be able to get away with doing some of these calibrations. I don't want her to be pink, so we can't do that. So the more I put back in, so it's a balance between the skin tone and the light on her face. Okay, this one's kind of tough. This is a hard edit. All right, let's go back up to our HSL. And the thing is, you can actually go into color and find specific colors and pull them out a bit. So we could make that a little bit darker. That actually might work. Actually, making it darker is, it's removing some of the light, but allowing me to keep some of the color. I don't know, this one's kind of tough. Holy, does you do anything for us other than make her look like an alien? I don't want it too green. We may just have to stick with having a bit warm, more warmth on the face than I'd prefer. So let's go ahead and bring our shadows up. And then let's mess around. Let's get rid of some of those greens in the back because it's very, very green. Like this stone is kind of like got moss and stuff on it. Just pull our saturations, our green out. Or is it more aqua in this instance? Okay, let's reset those. Pull this down. There we go. Make it look more granite. Still, the green with the trees should come out. There we go. There we go. I just wasn't seeing it right properly earlier. The replay will happen on an Astro stream. I do what now? Okay, so this is not ideal for me. There's a lot more I wish I could do with this. I think what I'm going to do to try to kind of offset the orange on her face is I'm going to try to boost her hair a little bit to make it pop a bit more. So if we do a little bit more with the hair, just make it kind of, I don't want to go too crazy with it. See what we can get out of the hues. A little bit brighter on the pink. That's a little too bright. And then our glasses are now just exploding, so let's not do that. Luminance, so we could probably pull luminance of like the shadow. Oh, hey. Oh, the shadows up a little bit. There we go, there she comes back. Pull the orange down a little bit, face up a little bit. not ideal, but I think that's going to have to do. So let's go ahead and get in. Let's brighten up our eyes. Trying to duel me. That it's gonna be really hard getting in there, but we're gonna get that just little sliver of eyeball. There we go. And then let's lighten up her entire face just a little bit. Try not to get the orange a bit. Did that even do anything? I feel like it's not. What's going on here? I feel like maybe I've tapped something that's messed with my settings. Very likely. No, okay, there we go. It's just very subtle. That works for me. I'm good with that. And then I don't think I'm going to do a graduate. Actually, let's do a very light one. I would normally go minus 0.5. Let's go minus 0.25 and come in from the side here. Just give even more contrast between her in the background. Yeah, I like that. And then let's just copy these settings over. Okay. So we're starting with this. Where's my develop option? Here it is. Okay, settings. It's already not looking bad. I need to go in here and do some adjustments though. I didn't realize I missed. So we got a line on the fabric here we need to take care of. And then I'm going to do it again, kind of coming through here. And then we got a little dot here we need to take care of. Get some fuzz. I can't spend all day like dealing with all this other fuzz. It's kind of a fuzzy fabric. Not quite like suede, but suede-ish. So I can't really go in and take care of all the spots or else it'll just look weird. Binoculars, that'll come next week. Oh man. I'm looking forward to VR No Man's Sky. Oh my gosh. It's gonna be good stuff, man. I'm gonna be doing that. That's in the summer. I call that good. There we go. Let's go ahead and move on to the other one. Go ahead and take care of the lines on the shirt. Bring the spots out. This reminds me of the Ghost in the Shell opening sequence. I think the band name is Auriga or something like that. Inner Universe. It's a very pretty song. Of course, I can't play it for you right now because of copyright issues. But if you look up Ghost in the Shell Standalone Complex theme, oh, it's a gorgeous song. It's one of my favorites. I was always a fan of kind of like drum and bass growing up, though. All right, so that looks nice. So, let's go ahead and lighten up the eyes. And then lighten up the face just a hair. I'm not even going to go 0.2. I'm going to go 0.1, I think. Just enough to kind of bring out her features. Ghost in the Shell, yeah. Live action or 2005 remake or original? The original was amazing. I mean, it's just a masterpiece, a timeless masterpiece. I don't recall seeing the 2005 remake, so I couldn't tell you. The live action, I thought was an interesting take of live action, and I'm not as like super critical as some people are for live action remakes. Like, I personally like the effort that they put into it. I personally enjoyed it. I don't think it did the original justice, but as far as trying to make it into a commercialized, Americanized live action version, I thought they did pretty good. They kept a lot of the iconic scenes and stuff, so I thought it was pretty good. I'm digging this track. So there you go. Let's go minus 0.5 on this. We're just going to darken up the back a little bit. Nothing too crazy. Compare that to the first one. Not as quite as orange on the cheeks, thankfully. So there's not really a lot I can do about that other than, I mean, I could try to adjust the color a little bit. I don't want to do that. So that's just going to be what it is. All right, so that's that. I'm going to call that one done. How many more we got? We got still a few more to go. Nate, what's up, buddy? A little bit different kind of a stream than you're used to. Okay, so we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 of the same kind of idea here. I was trying to get this kind of angled shot. I think I'm not going to go with these two because I wanted to show off like the entire outfit that she had made. And I like it angled like this better. I like the smile. I think I like that one better. That one's a little too cropped in, so let's get rid of that. I like that one the best. She looks mischievous there. I like that one, but I like that one better. So we're gonna go with that one. And since this is a different angle, different everything, I'm gonna have to go ahead and start from scratch here. Let's go ahead and do an auto. Brings it out nicely already. It seems a little over bright though, but we'll work with that. Oh yeah, I like this. This track is awesome. Who is this? 𝙪𝙗𝙗, The End. This is gorgeous. Well, let's boost our lights a little bit. Not that much. Oh my gosh. And drop the darks a little bit. Boost the blacks just enough to get that nice creamy look. And then with clarity, let's do minus 20 because that's just a nice soft look for her. 𝙘𝙤𝙢𝙢𝙢, gonna do us any favors? Let's do like a 15. No, plus 15. Sorry. Go ahead and boost the vibrance a bit. Pull back. No, right about there. Okay. Here, pretty cool. I like these type of techie editing things. I usually don't do streams like this, but I was just going to be sitting down here editing these videos anyway because I need to get these done as quickly as possible. So I figured bring you guys along and just have some fun, just hang out. If you guys like to see more of this in the future, I could probably figure out maybe if I can get the permission of the people I'm working with to do like my video projects and stuff like that. You know, I could do these photo edit streams. I could do like editing in Premiere Pro, like video edit streams. But of course, that all depends on the content I'm creating for other people, if they are okay with me sharing their content. So it's going to be a little bit weirder to do video streams because there's audio involved with that and that I have to hear and listen for. So I wouldn't necessarily be able to do music over that. But since this is just video or photos, it's not so bad. So the immediate thing that pops out at me is her chest is a little bit red here. So what I want to do is I'm going to go down to my, I think, saturation. I'm just going to click here and pull that down just a hair. It's pulling her face out a little bit. It's just a little bit whiter and creamier. So I'm gonna have to balance that out with maybe if we did hue. Let's get rid of that. She's pink, but I want to try to adjust it to where her chest is not quite so noticeably red. And if we boost it a little bit more towards the pink anyway, everything just kind of pops and she looks happy. We can give her a little bit more orange to kind of balance that out, but she's looking like she's got a pretty rough tan now. Let's go ahead and pull our saturation down. There we go. So I added more to kind of smooth it out, and then I pulled the saturation back a little bit. She's got a little bit of orange in her cheeks now because of that color adjustment. So if I pull the orange just down just a hair, I don't want her to looking pale dead. So let's give her a little bit more red, a little bit more color. And luminance, I think we're good on luminance. I mean, we could probably boost the shadows a little bit. Pull the highlights down a little bit more. Yeah, like that. Okay. Here, how much would you charge to edit recordings? Well, it depends. Like if you're talking about me just sitting down and adding an intro and an outro and doing a couple of clips here and there, we can talk. But if you're talking like a full-on heavy produced video of stuff, then that's gonna be a bit more pricey. But if it's something you're serious about talking about, shoot me an email and tell me about what kind of project you're working on, and we can discuss something. Malford says, what you could do for audio is make a playlist, have OBS play that so we can hear, but you won't. Well, that's the thing. Like, I don't mind hearing the music playing. It's just when I'm playing audio, like I usually put music in my videos as well. So it's like it's just be a weird mix playing two different music tracks and the spoken word audio and everything like that. So, but I mean, we can get it figured out. This is just like a one-off kind of deal. And if I were to start doing more of this, I'd figure out like the best way possible to try to produce that for you guys. Now, her eyes are already pretty light, so I don't know if adding more boost is really going to help or if it's going to make it look creepy. But we're going to do it and see if it makes it pop or if it makes it look creepy. It's probably going to make it pop. Oh yeah, it's a little bit too bright. So what we're going to do... Oh, I like this track. Big giant circles outside the realm. Apparently, there came an echo as a game. I've heard this track before. I really like it. So instead of doing like a 0.5 boost, we're gonna do like a 0.2 boost. Because I have so many videos I need to edit, and like if I had time to do them on streams, then I could share them with you guys, and I can get them done. There we go. Now it's nice, and her eyes are nice and bright without being like creepy almost. I wish I could record videos worth edits. I'll have it as an iPad. Oh, I got you. Okay. Might want to be careful with OSTs and copyright. Yeah, I hear you. Oh, well, Pretzel's, if you look into Pretzel's actually designed for streams, like to be played in behind streams. So it's like YouTube safe. Do I have a YouTube safe option chosen? And there's something that is basically YouTube safe that you can choose, and I mean basically these are all intended to be able to be played during live streams, so I shouldn't have anything to worry about. So here we got instrument only, we got allow mature, we got chat announcements are mandatory for free users, then we got YouTube safe mode, which I've already got selected. So this has already been run through, I guess, YouTube's content ID system or whatever. So if I do get dinged, I don't know. But I appreciate you looking out for me, bud. Okay, where was I? I want to go ahead and take care of her shirt here. We got a little bit of fuzz. Appreciate you guys hanging out with me tonight. I know you guys, especially for you, John, it's super late. But keeping me company and stuff while I'm doing this is kind of cool. I like it. There's a line in that fabric there. I wonder what's going on. So the way the net's going, you won't be any need to worry about CR strikes. Yeah, I'm really concerned about Article 13 and how that's going to affect me. I know I'm not in the, over there across the pond. But I'm just worried about how YouTube is going to have to handle it. And what it's really going to mean for content creators and stuff like that. So it's, I don't know, I'm just kind of proceeding as normal, and until I'm told otherwise, just gonna hope for the best. All right, so that's not too bad. We got some spots and stuff. You know, these spots are a little bit distracting. So let's see what we can get with crop. See if auto does anything crazy. Oh no, reset. Okay, I'm gonna pull the crop in just a little bit. There we go, I like that. And then let's go ahead and take care of the pavement down here. It's kind of gross. Whoa, hey, what's going on here? So this is gonna take a minute. I'm not gonna be able to get that. I think it was just petals from a tree. Nope. There we go. Okay, let's continue. I'm probably going to pull a little bit of red out of the background here, if I can. Nope. Don't want that one. That one's fine. So who's excited for the potential Borderlands 3 announcement tomorrow? I really hope that they keep with the storyline, like basically what has made Borderlands awesome up to this point. Like, they're probably going to end up incorporating some sort of battle royale feature, and as long as that is not like the main focus of the game, I'm okay with that. Because I miss me some good old Borderlands lore. But if they focus solely on like battle royale and they completely shift how the game's done, then I'm not gonna be happy with that, because I love Borderlands. Like, that's one of my favorite games. Borderlands 2 is one of my favorite games. The pre-sequel was okay, and Tales was just its own thing, but I hope they keep the same formula as like 2. So let's come back here and let's see if we can pull out some of these reds without going too crazy. I'm gonna adjust the colors here a bit, see what I can do. Oh, look at that. So I went from pink to over to orange, a little bit red, and it immediately just warms up that image. It makes it look like brighter and happier. So let's go ahead and give that some. The video was a bit something about Borderlands 3. I just had a terrible idea. 80 Battle Royale. Oh, good lord. I'm excited for some more Chair Tech content because it got update. Oh, did it get an update recently? Like within the past day or two? Because I played it on Monday. Yeah, they do have CQC. I forgot about that. That's nice. I like this. It just looks vibrant. I think I'm actually going to leave the color in the back because it's kind of nice. I like it. And this one actually feels like something that might do well with like a vignette. Not super strong. Maybe just like -10. Yeah, I like that. So this is what we started with. This is what we have now. I think that's good. I like it. As compared to the previous one, it's a little bit more vibrant, a little bit more in your face, but that's kind of the point. I like that one. I really like this one. Okay, we have a few here with Gadget. Gadget being silly. Get it right on the nose. Oh, look at this. Look at this. Oh, look at that face. Look at that face. Oh. Okay. So, which ones of these do I want to keep? I think this one. Because that one makes more sense. Like we're kind of wondering what she's doing. Actually, I told Sam to blow in her ear because she doesn't like having her ear blown in too, but like she reacts in such a funny way. I was trying to get something, get her to react kind of silly. And what ended up happening was she threw her head up and then she started shaking her head and then she looked back at me and then she started licking Sam. That's pretty much how that chain of event went. Not a dog person, but that's so cute. Oh, nice. Yeah, well, we got 2 cats too, so we're just animal peoples. I think that one, yeah. So let's get rid of the first 3. That one. I'm gonna keep that one in just because it's funny. And then I think I like that one the most. That one's cute too, but she's leaned in a bit. And then there she's leaned in a little bit too much. And then there it's just cute. So get rid of that one. What happened here? Okay. That one, and that one. Okay, cool. All right. So I'm probably just going to do a few more of these, and then I'm probably going to call it a night because I still have a good handful to go. What are these? What does that say? Embedded in preview. Okay, I don't know what that means. Okay. Let's get in here, do an auto. So that brought it up nice. So let's go ahead and do that because I was looking away. I brought everything nice and up. Oh, her shirt's so fuzzy, especially now that the dog's in there. Let's go ahead and get rid of that. Fuzzy shirt is fuzzy. Not a whole lot I can do with the rest of that. Okay. 𝙘𝙬𝙢𝙢𝙢𝙀 is cute. Yes. Look at that face. Her eye booger got removed, so she's good there. I don't think I really need to touch her up. And since this was kind of zoomed in, it's a little bit more pixelated than I'd prefer. We can go ahead and crop it a little bit though. So we can get the seat like square in the middle. Still a lot of empty space over on the right. I like keeping things even. You know, let's just do that. Keep the seat as a part of the composition. If we trim just a little bit on the left to make it even as to where the bend is, maybe that'd be nice. Yeah, that's nice. And then how's our alignment though? I think that looks good. All right. So, I don't really know if there's much we need to do with this one. I'm going to do minus 0.5. Green it from the sides. So we don't need to worry about the background. I do want to brighten up her face and warm up the picture just a little bit. No, not with yellow. Okay, let's go in and do a 0.5 boost on her eyes. And then let's just do like a 0.2 boost. Like that. If you want to check out the changes in the recent update, 𝙬𝙬𝙢𝙢. I'm trying to find them. It's just the one that's covered it so far. Okay, yeah, I'll have to check that out. I don't know if you're on our Discord or not. If you want to drop a link in random shares, I'll check it out tomorrow. Okay, let's give them a little bit of warmth. I think we can do that maybe with some vibrance and saturation. No, she's still not sitting where I want her to. And then again, I gotta get in and get my S-curve going, so let's do that. Boost the brights, darks, give it that creamy look. Not that much. And her face is way blown out now, so, or oversaturated, so let's bring that down. And then I think we were doing -20 on the clarity. Give it some nice smoothness, and the creaminess is still too strong. There we go. I could ask Google. I just hadn't gotten there yet. All right, so let's bring down the reds just a little bit because her lips are just going crazy. Let's bring the greens down. We don't need to focus on them too much. I mean, it's kind of a part of the image though, with the way the color of the wood was actually kind of greenish because it just had that kind of older look to it. Maybe we pull out some of the yellow, make it less sickly looking. There we go. A nice, like, kind of forest green. I like that. Kind of a gray green. I do want to add a bit of orange though. No. Gonna have to work with our hues to kind of warm up the pup. Warm up the pup. That's an interesting term. Okay, so that's not working, so we're gonna have to do our calibration. Shift. There we go. Getting a little bit more something in her coat there. Now, if I do that, her face is becoming too blown out, so I may have to desaturate. You know what? Let's bring this back. Let's actually do an adjustment brush with a saturation. Is that a thing I can do though? Saturation right there. Let's do like a 20 boost in saturation. Just trying to make her pop a little bit. There we go. It's not as much as I would prefer. I was trying to get her coat looking a little bit more warm, but... Oh, what's going on here? I clicked the wrong thing. There we go. And I wonder also... I do a saturation specifically right here. Okay, we're having conflicting colors. If I warm her up, it really boosts Sam's skin. But then if I pull her down, yeah, so it's using very similar tones. So I can't separate those out too much. So she is just the way she's going to be, and that's fine. So we already have our adjustments, and I think that's fine. Yeah. What does we start with? Started with this, ended up with that. That's not too bad. It's not amazing, but it's not too bad. But I think I'm actually going to go ahead and wrap up my work here because it's almost midnight for me and I'm getting tired. And I know it's late for you, John, so I appreciate you hanging out and everybody sticking around, hanging out. It's cool. But I am going to call it a night. And then if you guys are interested in watching more of these kind of edit sessions, let me know and we'll work something out. I don't plan on doing these regularly or anything, but if you guys are really, really interested in them, I might do more of them as I have time. But yeah, guys, thanks for hanging out. It's been fun. Hopefully you enjoyed just kind of seeing what I do as far as how I edit my photos and stuff. I'm no pro or anything, but you know, I'm trying to get better at it. And the more you do it, the better you get, as long as you're trying to pay attention to the important things. But yeah. Anyway, guys, thanks for hanging out. It's been fun. If you're new here, hit the subscribe button. If you like the video, leave a like. I'd appreciate it. Make sure you do the share thing because it helps the channel grow. Do the notification things to get notified. Simple as that. Anyway, guys, thanks for hanging out. Be awesome. Be excellent to each other. And I'll catch you in another video. As always, thanks for watching. Take care.